So guys, welcome back to Remove Before Race. I'm your host Raz, and I absolutely love Brabus cars, just like you guys. It's one of the most popular car brands on the channel, especially surprising for what is something that is generally considered by people a tuning company. Though one failing of RBR when it comes to Brabus is that all we've really shown you is the top level of Brabus cars, with the entire body kit's ridiculous horsepower that is frankly unusable on normal roads. And we've completely ignored something that the bread and butter customer would be really interested in. And that is the POWERXTRA Brabus kits that help add a little bit more power to products that could really use it. And I don't think there's any better example in the AMG lineup than the new GLE 53. It is one of the most popular cars we've ever had on RBR. I think it's the car that we have reviewed the most on the channel, and for good reason. It's got essentially 63 AMG looks outside, apart from the pipes on the rear. It's got a fantastic exhaust system paired with that inline six that sounds really as exciting as the 63 cars. The only downside to the entire package, in my opinion, was that it lacked a bit of mid-range punch. And that's what we're going to explore today. What happens when you add some entry-level Brabus DNA to a fantastic product like the GLE 53. So let's dive in and check out this, the GLE 53-500 by Brabus. Okay guys, let's start this episode with a great giveaway for you guys. This is the brand new Brabus 2021 clothing collection. I'm giving away 3 separate pieces to any subscriber. So all you need to do is subscribe. You'll get a chance to win one of these. So this is a black G800 hoodie. Now all of these are G-Wagon based. There's some really nice little Brabus details on them. Second one, G-Wagon t-shirt. And finally, my favorite, the red GV12 900 red hoodie, which is gorgeous. As I said, all you need to do, subscribe. And I also need you to comment down below with the exact word Brabus21 plus your favorite Brabus model. Otherwise, I won't be able to find it. I will announce the winners on both YouTube and Instagram. So you must follow me on Instagram. Otherwise, you will not get notification. Free stuff for you. Good luck, guys. So my friends, don't forget to like, subscribe. Being a chance to win from that new Brabus collection is pretty awesome. Now, straight to GLE 53. Do you remember what the standard car has? We've done it so many times on the channel. If you don't, let's remind you. It's got 435 brake horsepower, 520 Newton meters of torque, and a quite slow 0 to 60 of 5.3 seconds, though pretty normal for this part of the market in terms of this size of SUV. Of course, with the GLE 53, it's got a bit of a hybrid element through Merc's EQ Power. So there is an electric starter alternator in here with a battery that provides an extra 21 brake horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque from the get-go, giving you a bit of an EV response from when you take off from zero, which is a really nice feeling to have. But in all the drives we've had of the GLE 53, as I said, I just found the mid-range punch to be lacking. And it's not surprising when you've got only 435 brake horsepower in what is one of the biggest SUVs that Mercedes have ever made. Enter then Brabus with their entry-level B53-500 POWERXTRA package. This wires directly into the ECU, and it's Brabus' own tune of it, which gives this engine, as the name betrays, 500 brake horsepower and an extra 70 Newton meters, bringing it all the way up to 590. It also improves the 0 to 60, according to Brabus, to 5.1 seconds. But we're going to test exactly how fast it is when we go out on the run. I'm hoping that this extra injection of power will allow the car to feel more agile on its feet and have a better response in that mid-range where I just found it to be lacking. It may well be that AMG purposely gave the GLE 53 less power because on the face of it, it looks so much like the 63. And then when you drive it and you feel, oh, this needs a bit more power, it kind of pushes you to the 63 car. Whereas installing this Brabus package, suddenly, if it does work the way I hope it does, you've lost even more of the case for that 63 version because you've got essentially the best of both worlds. Now, this particular car, as you can see, looks absolutely gorgeous. It belongs to a friend of mine from Instagram, T1DSO. Give him a follow down below, and he's done some really quite interesting changes to the car. First of all, he's a fan of Magno Black like I am, so a matte black exterior, which he's done via the use of PPF on top of the standard obsidian black. What that's done is retain the nice metallic finish, and it generally looks like the E63 Edition 1, which is fantastic. He's also added a few minor Brabus touches around the car, mainly with the badges, having them blacked out as Brabus would do on their higher end models, and I think it's just enough to give the car that Brabus flavour of an entry-level car. The other great thing he's done, because we don't get the Dynamic Plus package in the UK with the larger brakes from the 63, he's resprayed the brakes in OEM red AMG colour with the right logos, just to give it that final look of a top-level GLE 53, again, bridging the gap between this and the 63 even further. I really love the look of it. It looks fantastic. Now, I want you to hear what this sounds like, because I cannot let you go away without hearing some lovely AMG exhaust note. Such a shame that we haven't got track pace in here. I'll have to go through the footage and see exactly how quick it was. First impressions are, oh, it's got a lot of mid-range poke. Look at that, we're already at 120 miles per hour, yikes. My microphone was in between my legs and went right up my bum. All right, that's the one bum joke for the video now. So the power increase is not insignificant. We're talking 65 brake horsepower on top of 435 is a lot of horsepower, and it's unsurprising that I really feel it here. Now, a good test for me is something where the normal one failed a little bit. If we're doing 80 and we put our foot down, now this feels that much more urgent, and it's quite a significant bump actually. How great the suspension is for such a large car as well. It's pretty amazing how it's able to hide a lot of that weight, particularly compared to the previous GLE, particularly compared to other cars in the segment as well. By no means is it as dynamic as something like the Cayenne, however, which is simply just a lot more sports car than this is. But then this has got 7 seats as well, and you can't really put a price to that. This has got to be one of the most exciting 7-seaters in the world, particularly for the amount of money that you're paying for it. So much bang for buck in this car. The one downside of normal GLE 53 was it just didn't have enough mid-range punch. It would fizzle out and it would make you think, I wonder what the 63 AMG can do. And that's not something really that this Brabus version does. It doesn't leave you wanting for more. You're perfectly happy with the car as it is. This is where now I'm starting to see the benefit of having a Brabus kit on a car like this. There's so many entry-level AMGs now, and you're kind of forced to go up to the higher level because the power is just not quite enough in the earlier cars, or you have a top level one and you want just a little bit more. This is, I think, where I'm really seeing the benefit of Brabus. So you've got the looks. The other thing you also have is the sound, because this inline 6 sounds brilliant. You can coax so much noise out of it. Listen to those pops and bangs. I don't know if you can hear them. Even the upshift is so satisfying. It's so similar to my GT63S in its sound profile. After that, the only thing is power. That's the only thing that you're wanting for. The dynamism of the car doesn't leave you wanting. It's really good for a car its size. And I do feel like you do get a few more pops and bangs out of this than the standard car, which shouldn't really be a surprise considering that Brabus are tinkering with the ECU. Now, this B53 Power Pack Plus will cost you around about $3,000, and it'll also give you a warranty as well, which a lot of tuners won't. And of course, it's Brabus, they've tested it properly. It's an as official tune as you could possibly hope for. I love this. I think it makes the GLE 53 the product that it always should have been. It always needed a little bit more power. They did that so you get the 63. I can't imagine the 63 being much better. So very impressed with this car, and I think it's well worth the upgrade. If you're getting a GLE 53, there's no reason why you shouldn't turn it into a Brabus 500. It's not adding so much power that it makes the car unusable. It's doing quite the opposite. It's adding, as I said, the amount that it should have always had. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this full review of the Brabus 500 based on the GLE 53. Big thumbs up to Tristan for allowing us to review this on the channel. As always, more Brabus coming to RBR soon. Subscribe, be part of that giveaway as well. Leave a thumbs up for this video, and I'll see you again next time.